Hi everyone, my name is Julie and I'm a volunteer with Fair Trade Philadelphia. As an advocate for purchasing fair trade chocolate and as a vegan and animal rights activist, I was thrilled to find out that Dr. Bronner's, a company that's traditionally known for its soap, is now actually producing fair trade organic vegan chocolate, and it comes in 6 varieties. It's called the Dr. Bronner's Magic All-One Chocolate. So today I'm actually going to be unboxing and trying 3 varieties and sharing my thoughts and opinions on each of them with you. And hopefully I will inspire you to grab one for yourself if you're looking for ethically sourced chocolate. So a little history on Dr. Bronner's. It was actually founded in 1948 by Emanuel Bronner, whose family had been making soap in Germany since the 1850s. He founded the company on the ideal of unity across religious and ethnic differences. It's still family owned, and the company's focus is actually to make socially and environmentally responsible and mostly organic and fair trade products, to expand public awareness of social and environmental issues, and to incorporate a constructive capitalism mentality, which aims to share profits with workers and from the earth from which made the product. They practice this through the products that they make, their supply chains, and their dedication to activism and charitable giving, and their relationships with employees, customers, and suppliers. It's important for Dr. Bronner's as a company that their products have a positive impact, on people and the communities that make them around the world. So in 2007, the company was actually certified fair trade. And since then, they have created partnerships with fair trade projects around the world. The fair trade premiums that Dr. Bronner's pays its suppliers helps fund a variety of community development projects, including educational, gender equity, and healthcare issues in remote villages around the world. In 2014, they then committed to a zero waste operation model, and in 2015, they became a benefit, or B, corporation, which is a for-profit corporation that has a positive impact on society and the environment according to specific legally defined standards. This specific chocolate uses fair trade cocoa from fairly treated cocoa farmers in Ghana who practice regenerative organic agriculture through the Regenerative Organic Certified Serendipalm Project. It is 70% cocoa and sweetened using coconut sugar. And the company says that the magic of this chocolate is in the special relationships between many different producers and farm communities around the world. All right, so today I will be trying 3 flavors, and for each flavor I'm going to note my initial reaction in richness or depth of flavor, sweetness versus bitterness, and the texture. So the first thing I want to note is that the packaging is very environmentally conscious, which this company has said and noted that it is their goal to be that as much as possible. So everything inside so far, I just opened up the box, I didn't take anything out, is cardboard. And you can see that it's packaged in a cardboard bag, which is really cool. There is absolutely no plastic in here so far. This bag is pretty heavy duty. This is very, very thick cardboard here. Or paper, I'm sorry. All right. Ooh. Got a bunch of paper all over me. Okay. Forgot a flavor. 1 second. Okay. So the first flavor I'm going to be trying, I'm going to hold them up, is the Dr. Bronner's Magic All-in-One Chocolate Smooth Coconut Praline. And these are all dark chocolate. I really like the packaging. It's It's beautiful. It's got this kind of purpley magenta color, and then like this nice shiny silver, very aesthetically pleasing. Love the bright color compared to a lot of chocolates, which are kind of earthier colors. Okay, looks like they give a whole story in here, or information on how the chocolate is made. So you can read that if you want some more information. And this is paper too, and then it's just foil here. So there is not a single piece of plastic in here. Okay, let's see. All right, so first bite. I have to try another piece. Okay, so inside, we can see that is the coconut praline. Wow. Okay, so this is delicious. Oh my goodness. That is super creamy. But I like the texture because there's a little bit of a grit to it. And I think that's because of what's inside the coconuts and pralines. So when you first start eating it, it starts off a little gritty, and then, but like a nice texture, and then it gets smooth as you start to chew it more. I would say it's pretty rich. It's not as it doesn't have as much depth as some dark chocolates where they're almost overpowering, which I think is nice about this because I feel like you can eat multiple pieces without it being too much. I would definitely say it is more sweet than bitter, but it's actually not too sweet because I don't think that they add, I mean, there's coconut sugar in here. It does not taste like you're eating something that is full of sugar. It's pretty mild in that area, just enough to make it delicious though. But I didn't get a hint of bitterness in there, like some dark chocolates can be pretty bitter. And then, like I said, the texture was nice. I like eating things that have a nice texture. It kind of enriches the experience a little bit. All right, so that was the smooth coconut praline. We're moving on to the salted almond butter dark chocolate. I love this color. As you can see, it kind of matches my shirt. It's like I don't know what color this is. It's a light orange. Maybe you could say it's like a tangerine or something. Okay, again, it has the information inside. I have a feeling I'm gonna like this one. Okay. I like it a lot. Okay. Oh, that's really good. That is delicious. So I would say that's a little bit richer in depth of flavor, and I think that might be due to probably the almond butter. I think almond butter has a pretty rich flavor to it. This one, it's sweet, but it's not too sweet. Almond butter is not normally that sweet. Has a little bit of sweetness, obviously, which makes it so versatile. It's a tiny bit bitter, but it's dark chocolate. I mean, that's kind of comes with the product. Even though the last one didn't taste that like it had any bitterness to it. This one definitely has a tiny bit, but it's not too much that, it's overpowering. So I would say it's probably a little more bitter than it is sweet. And the texture is really creamy because almond butter typically isn't a gritty product. But yeah, 10 out of 10. That's delicious. Okay. So the third flavor is crunchy hazelnut butter dark chocolate. Packaging, same thing, just different color. It's a nice like lime green. I really like this green. So far, these colors have been so cool. Like if you hold them all up next to each other. Really pretty colors. They're not standard like, just standard purple, standard orange, standard green. They're a little bit different. So, okay. Same process here. Okay, crunchy hazelnut butter, dark chocolate. Wow. That is rich. That is really rich. Wow. My first thought was like a Nutella spread. If you've ever had Nutella, it's a French hazelnut chocolatey spread and is delicious. That's exactly what this tastes like, but in a chocolate bar and not as sweet or mild. I would say this isn't as bitter. It's definitely, I would say, it's really not that sweet and it's not that bitter. It's pretty neutral. The richness and depth of flavor, it's pretty rich. I think, again, maybe the fact that it has the nut in there, the hazelnut, that might make a difference in how rich that flavor or the depth of flavor. And the texture, honestly, I kind of forget. To take another little tiny bite. So you know what I like about these bars? Like this is really smooth. And then you get to the center and there's little tiny pieces inside of an actual hazelnut. And so then you get that tiny bit of a crunch, but it's barely there. It's almost not even noticeable unless you really think about it. But enough to give it like a little bit of variety and texture. Wow, these are so rich. Normally when I eat a chocolate bar, I'm able to eat half the bar and I feel like I'm not really satiated. I ate a tiny piece from 3 bars. Now, granted, I did eat breakfast, so I'm I'm pretty full. I'm not like ready to binge on a bunch of chocolate, but I feel like if I were to have a chocolate craving, a little piece of this would actually make a big difference. I would not need to eat a whole bar. I don't even think I could eat, like if I'm gonna hold this up and show you, if it's cut up, oops, the way that this is cut up is in these strips, and it says all one or none. Oh, sorry, we are all one or none. That's what it says on these bars. For we are all one or none. That is part of the Dr. Bronner's philosophy that started with Emanuel Bronner himself when he would preach these philosophical, he would give these philosophical preachings about unity across the human race. And so now they're putting it in their chocolate bars, which I think is really cool. They're sticking to that philosophy and moral. But the way that it's broken up here, you could probably have one of those strips and you'd be fine. You wouldn't really need to eat more than that. So overall, I thoroughly enjoyed these chocolates. I think they're absolutely delicious, especially if you want something different than just a plain chocolate bar. And I hope that you'll consider trying their new line of chocolates. You can get them on their website. You can get them on neighboring websites. And this we got this from Thrive. This is the little card that Thrive sent. So it's spelled, sorry, not Thrive. Hive. Okay, Hive. Or you can get them in some specialty grocery stores like I think Sprouts and maybe Whole Foods sells them. The most important thing is just understanding that choosing fair trade chocolate is honestly the easiest way to get started with your journey with fair trade products. It's a pretty simple switch, and in most grocery stores right now, you can find fair trade chocolate. The cocoa industry is very exploitative, and if you want to learn more about that, you can just Google fair trade chocolate and the benefits of it, and it will explain to you that whole philosophy and the ethics and reasoning behind why choosing fair trade chocolate makes more sense than choosing non-fair trade chocolate. So it doesn't really require much effort on your part. It's not more expensive. The fair trade chocolate that I buy is not more expensive than the non-fair trade chocolate. Sometimes it's cheaper, and then you can benefit thousands of people around the world that are directly impacted by the cocoa industry. So if you haven't already, or you are interested in learning more about what we do at Fairtrade Philadelphia or in becoming involved with us, please check out our website at www.fairtradephiladelphia.org. And you can reach out to us at any time. I really hope you enjoyed today's unboxing. I highly suggest checking these chocolates out and just check this company out in general. They are such a cool company. They are very inspiring, and their website actually explains all of the things that they do to make this world a better place. So there you have it, and thank you for listening, and go Dr. Bronners.